Have you ever held a woman in your arms and felt a strange distance, even though your bodies were touching? Or perhaps you have felt a moment of electric silence where time seemed to stop, and you knew without a word being spoken that everything had changed. Most men go through life thinking a hug is just a greeting, a simple collision of bodies, a social formality. They are blind to the profound reality happening right under their noses. If you think a hug is just physical contact, you are missing the entire conversation. You are playing checkers while the universe is playing for chess. What if I told you that in those few seconds of embrace she is not just hugging you, she is listening to your soul. She is reading the electromagnetic signature of your nervous system. Today we are not just talking about attraction. We are talking about awakening. We are going to peel back the layers of the mundane to reveal the spiritual architecture of human connection. We will explore a concept I call the resonance of presence. This is not about tricks to get a girl. This is about becoming a man of such profound depth that a simple touch can communicate your entire life philosophy. Let us journey through the 7 spiritual laws hidden within a hug. And let us begin with the first principle, the law of the anchor. On the surface, people say she is testing your confidence. But look deeper. Imagine life as a vast turbulent ocean. Emotions are the waves and chaos is the wind howling from all directions. When a woman steps into your space and wraps her arms around you, she is not just checking if you are confident, she is looking for land. She is silently asking, is this man a leaf blowing in the wind, or is he a tree rooted deep in the earth? When you hesitate, when you give that awkward weak pat on her back, you are telling her that you are not safe. However, a Stoic man understands the power of the anchor. He does not stiffen his body in a fake display of toughness. He relaxes into his own existence. When he hugs, he stands firm so she can rest against him. You are communicating silent strength. You are saying without words that I am here. I am solid, and I am not going anywhere. Once you are grounded as an anchor, we move to the second dimension, the law of the empty vessel. Most men hug to get something. They want validation, comfort, or physical gratification. When you hug with this energy, you are like a beggar extending a cup asking to be filled. Women with their sharp intuition will sense this hunger instantly. It creates a vacuum that drains their energy. The Stoic transforms this dynamic through a paradox. To be full, you must first empty yourself of neediness. Imagine you are a vessel overflowing with your own purpose and joy. When you hug, you are sharing your overflow. You are giving warmth and presence not to get it back, but because it is your nature to give. When a man who is emotionally complete hugs a woman, that embrace becomes a sanctuary, not a cage. Now that your inner world is stable, we explore the architecture of connection with the third principle, the law of the sacred threshold. The human body is a temple, and every person has a boundary protecting their inner world. When she initiates a hug, she is opening the gates of her temple and inviting you in. The mistake men make is treating this like a conquest. They rush in, they push past the boundary. But an awakened man enters with reverence, like stepping into a quiet library. The more you respect her space, the safer she feels to dissolve the boundary. She realizes you are not an invader but a guardian. This shifts the dynamic from a power struggle to a dance of mutual trust. This trust leads us directly to the fourth aspect, the law of alchemical resonance. We often hear about physical chemistry, but let us elevate this to alchemy, the art of transformation. When two bodies touch, your vibrational frequencies collide. Like two tuning forks, if they are in harmony, the sound is beautiful. If they are dissonant, the sound is harsh. She is sensing your truth. You can lie with words, but you cannot fake your frequency. If you are confident on the outside but fearful on the inside, she will feel that dissonance. To master this law, you must align your thoughts with your actions. When your energy is pure, your hug brings a sense of relief, like finally coming home. From this internal connection, we expand outward to the fifth principle, the law of the circle of protection. When a woman hugs you in public, she is not just marking territory. She is placing herself inside your perimeter. Like in ancient times, she is standing behind the shield of the warrior to avoid the wolves. Today the wolves are social pressure and judgment. Do not let your ego swell with pride. Instead, feel the weight of responsibility. A grounded man does not look around the room for approval. He focuses entirely on the woman in his arms, his body. Language says, I am the wall between you and the world. This is not ownership. It is noble stewardship. We have mastered space. Now we must master time with the sixth principle, the law of the time capsule. In this rush world, we often hug while checking our phones or thinking about work. But remember that every hug could be the last. When she hugs you, she is subconsciously taking a mental snapshot of how you make her feel. If you are distracted, that photo will be blurry. Apply this law by treating the embrace as a sacred seal. Pour your entire consciousness into that single second. Stop the clock. You create a memory denser than reality, planting a seed of eternity in her mind that makes you an unforgettable fixture in her timeline. Finally, we arrive at the seventh and most dangerous law. The red pill that is hardest to swallow. The law of the mirror. The ultimate truth is that a woman's hug is not about her. It is about you. She is a mirror reflecting your relationship with yourself. If you feel anxious, it is because you are judging yourself. If you feel possessive, it is because you are empty. The hug is a diagnostic tool for your soul. Do not try to change the woman or learn better tricks. Change the man in the mirror. Cultivate such deep self-respect that when you hug another person, it is simply an extension of the love you have for your own existence. So how do we turn this philosophy into reality? I want to give you a practice called the 3-breath embrace. The next time you hug someone you care about, do not let go immediately. Stay for 3 conscious breaths. The first breath is for grounding. Inhale deeply and feel your feet on the floor. The second breath is for connection. Feel your energy merging with hers. The third breath is for release. Realize this moment is impermanent. Appreciate it fully and step back with gratitude. Gentlemen, a hug is never just a hug. It is a test. It is a mirror. It is an opportunity to practice the art of being a man. Most men will watch this and go back to sleep. But you are different. You are part of the few willing to look deeper. Do not just use this to get a girl. Use it to find yourself. Use every interaction as a dojo to train your spirit. If this message resonated with the warrior within you, take action today. Walk with strength, live with purpose, and never underestimate the power of your own presence.